Dead characters that need to be back in Hell's Arc Bleach. The World of Bleach is about to turn upside down. With the upcoming echoing jaws of Hell Arc, the fanbase is shaken up with the jolts of excitement. Not to mention, the crazy potential for the return of iconic characters is mind-blowing, and the possibilities are endless. In this, we together take a dive into the legit top 10 characters that totally deserve a comeback, exploring those who could have the power to change the narrative, roll down shocking twists, and deliver epic scenes. From tragic heroes to forgotten villains, the top 10 Gs have the potential to lift up the Hell Arc to a legendary level. Sit tight and dig deeper with us as we count down the characters who could throw a hell of a comeback. 1. Genryusai Yamato / Unohana Yachiru. Kicking off with the ultimate power couple of Soul Society, Genryusai Yamato, the founder of Gotei 13, and Unohana Yachiru, the Gotei's very first Kenpachi. So, this old wise guy with hardcore temper issues is the real boss of Gotei 13. However, Unohana, the gentle healer with a dark past, deserves the title of the strongest warrior. This legendary power couple is crazy powerful and happens to be the strongest pillar of the Soul Society. Combining Yamamoto's immense spiritual power and tactical mind with Unohana's healing abilities and deadly swordsmanship, the oldie keep the peace while the lady protects the weak. However, this legendary G's has a tragic past, but that didn't end with death. Now, it is highly likely to see this dynamic duo in Hell Arc, where they're sure to blow chaos. Moreover, the fanbase got some peak interest in this OG power couple, which might be blowing up the screen ratings in Hell Arc perhaps. The lot had some high hopes for Kubo to drop the truth bomb about their first ever epic meetup in history. With their crazy powers and complex relationships, there is a huge possibility for them becoming the ultimate villains or heroes. 2. Jinrei Kuchiki. Next on the list, we got this one freaking badass old dude, Jinrei Kuchiki, who is Shinigami by profession and also the former 27th head of the Kuchiki clan. However, this dude has some legit issue, a super cool scarf, and a hot-headed side-eye look for anyone who thinks of messing up with his lot. This former captain of the 6th Division belongs to one of the 4 great noble families of Soul Society. Now, picture this hotshot old dude with a fiery class in Hell Arc, prepared to wipe the floor by kicking plenty of butts. Also, Jinrei's calm composure but sharp mind is a deadly combo, which confirms his high chances of having a major play in the upcoming arc. Well, a wise mentor or a hardcore foe that's going to smash everybody down. Either way, this dude will take the Bleach world by storm. The fans are going crazy about the possibility of spotting Jinrei in the upcoming Hell Arc with fingers crossed, losing their minds. The fans have their heads rolling for the unique chance of the old guy's showdown against his grandson, Byakuya, in the epic battle of wills and swords. Just like a family reunion, but in Hell style. 3. Genpachi Kurayashiki / Kaijango. Next up is the fearsome pair of these lethal badass freaks that might have landed some crushing roles in the upcoming Hell's Arc. Now, if you care to imagine the Bleach world where the toughest, roughest badasses are thrown into hell, that's about the level of craziness the Bleach fans might be seeing pretty soon. Starting from these power freak swordsmen, Kenpachi Kurayashiki and Kaijango, who are the former captains of the 11th Division. That much honor is granted to this deadly pair due to their intense fighting styles and forever love for a good brawl. Let's talk about Kurayashiki, who is the ever chillest dude that can whip out horrific monsters with a swing of his sword. But the other guy, Kaijango, the lazy jumbo dude, packs some menacing strikes of destruction that surely would shake things up in the Bleach Hell Arc. At the side of Bleach's fanbase, there is a constant buzz over the possibility of spotting these two legends who totally deserve a comeback, clash with each other, or take on much bigger threats in Hell. Either way, these legends would take everyone on a wild ride. Can't wait to see what Kubo-sensei has in store for these two. 4. Konami Tosin. Next who is joining the Bleach World's Hell Arc is the one and only blind idealist, Konami Tosin, the vigorous ex-captain of the 9th Division. This character is wrapped up like a riddle in an enigma. tied with a bow of confusion. Such a mysterious aura with eyes of horror set him apart from the rest. Blind as a bat, but can slice up anyone in fine pieces like Gordon Ramsay. Though his Zenpakukudo Suzumushi is a no-joke blood-curdling cry that knocks one out cold. This cool guy is all about justice, and that's enough to land one good role in the Justice League. But the lad got a history of pursuing Aizen, the total creep who pulled him in for a wild ride in the name of justice. But that came out to be a huge scam. Furthermore, the fans are psyched to see what Tosin got in store for them in the Hell arc if Kubo rolls him in. A hero or a villain, this freak would be something of an item in the Hell arc, that's for sure. 5. Neutra Gilga. Next in the line is the sadist 5th Espada, a true force to be reckoned with, and a legendary chaos machine, Neutra Gilga. Neutra Gilga. An awesome combo of brutal monstrosity and cruel fighting style, he fires a crazy thrill on the battlefield by becoming a huge pain in the butt for his opponents. His Zenpakudo, Santa Teresa, is one heck of a deadly weapon that can slice through anything like a ninja at a pizza party. Even though the lad is a top dog, Arrancar still needs his own zip code over his big-sized ego. Well, his massive ego parade led him to his downfall after he took his opponents a little too lightly with his supersized swagger. His brutal nature got the best of him and paired with his anger issues. The lad loved a good fight with his giant axe Santa Teresa. Moreover, the fanbase is super excited to see Neutra landing a role in the Hell arc. Majority is hoping that this sadistic, brutal beast highly likely drops a banger as a formidable force in the underworld. 6. Yami Largo. Now, we have the Gentle Giant, aka the Hulking Espada, who holds the 10th rank of Arrancar, but becomes Zero Espada after releasing Zenpakudo Yami Largo. This menacing beast, with his horrific size and monstrous strengths, makes him a full-fledged terror balloon. However, underneath his macho exterior lies a dumb goofball who has a history of taking his opponents rather lightly. This, in turn, leads to one giant mess. Despite his power burst, Yami had many screws loose, as he had been known to be a bit of a dumb egg. But hey, this dude is one classy entertainer. The majority have their doubts about this dumbass, but some surely expect great things from this dude if he ever makes it into Hell's Arc. 7. Jin Ichimaru. Okay, so this is the fan favorite, the silver-haired trickster with a funny smirk that might fool anyone. So this skilled swordsman, Jin Ichimaru, is truly a master of deception and a loyal disciple of Aizen, the total creep who sells anything in the name of justice. Poor Tosin. Well, that's an old story, because Jin has cut off ties with that scum Aizen. Moving on, his Zenpakudo Shinso is totally terrifying weapon that withholds beauty as well, capable of wrapping up people with its poisonous extensions. In spite of this creepy dark nature, Jin kept a super soft spot for Ranjiku in his heart. Even the trickster can't blow off his cheap shots before Ranjiku. Ranjiku happens to be Jin's childhood friend and fellow Shimigami, whom he holds dear. Even though this crazy popular dude holds a tragic past and the ultimate goal of avenging Ranjiku and bowing to beat the crap out of Aizen. That's why the lot is getting crazy for his arrival pretty soon. 8. Coyote Stark. Now, the countdown strikes at the laid-back character Coyote Stark, aka Primera Espada, who is a one-person walking natural disaster. Combining his twin pistols and an unknown connection to his other half, Lillinette, the lad is a super cool opponent. Also, this low-key freak show is totally lazy, believing everything is a drag, but got some incredible, powerful skills that could crack anyone's head. Although one thing that actually sells out is Stark's backstory. He is the lonely ghost dude who splits himself in half to make a buddy, Lillinette, who acted like a clingy shadow. Even with his rock-hard exterior, this guy was a softie, like a grumpy cat who secretly loves Huggies. Even with little show, his impact on the series was legit, according to fans. Not to mention his showdown against Shinsu Kyoraku was a heck of a scene, which displayed his brutal, menacing power and strategic thinking. Even after meeting his end as the strongest Espada that ever lived, the fans still candles some hope to see a glimpse of him in Hell's Arc. Fans love Stark. Even after all that drama, they bet the lad deserves some love after all. 9. Ukiura Cypher. Next up, we have this ultimate brooding baddie Ukiura, who belongs to the Anakar squad and is the mysterious 4th Espada. Imagine a guy this mysterious that even his shadow wouldn't hang around near him. Ukiura Cypher is a hollow tinhead who has lived in the puddle of loneliness, a feeling that wrapped over him and structured his narrative. With his sharper claws and cold attitude like full-blown Ice Age, Ukiura surely packs the heavy stuff. None in his right mind would want to mess with this beast. Even more, this guy had such rare ways of seeing the nature of emotions and questioning their existence, like some old-time philosopher. After his highs and lows in life, his legendary battles only knew the face of victory, thanks to his immense force of power and tactical mind. No doubt, the fans totally dig his stoic vibe and his one-man showdowns, especially the fan-favorite battle against Ichigo Kurosaki. His superb transformation into his Suguna Itappa was truly a show seller. His tragic end left the fans in sorrow, leaving an undeniable impact on the series. Even then, there are enough fans that cling to the tiny hope of seeing him drop a comeback in the upcoming Hell's Arc. Whether the choice of alternate timeline, blowing a show of flashbacks, or any other creative comebacks, the chances of Ukiura's return remain a secret. 10. Original Gotei 13. Remember the golden time way back when the Soul Society was riding the train of peacehood? It comes to pass that a bunch of super freaks or powerful Shimigamis team up to form the original Gotei 13. Thus, this OG Shimigami squad, or let's say the legendary warriors, were the real deal of the Soul Society. Among these heroes were honorable names like Shika Shihoen, the Illusion Master, Kenroku Aizuhara, the sword-wielding badass, and Shigyu Shigima, the mysterious spirit manipulator. Altogether, they were one ground-shattering squad that brought back the peace in the Bleach world. Even then, with time passing on, the Gotei continued to evolve, but it does not dim the lights of their legacy that surely lives on. Starting from this OG squad's legendary boss, Gen Ryusai Shinji Kuni Yamoto. The guy who started it all is the founder and first ever captain of the Soul Society. Yamoto, a brilliant swordmaster, wielding the fiery Zanpakuto Ryujin Jaka, whose flames are hotter than the blazing sun. That enough heat could burn anyone to a crisp. But the old dude is one wise, wrinkly man who showed the path to the Gotei 13 through highs and lows with kindness. To this day, his legacy continues to thrive and inspire Shimigamis. According to fan theories, Yamoto strikes a heavy chance of hitting the jackpot of some screen time in the Hell's Arc, as they are eager to see some of him with the OG 13. These legendary warriors were the foundation of the organization that would shape the destiny of the Soul Society. Among others, the 2nd Division's Chika Shohoen, the stylish Shimigami Golden Warrior, and the 4th Division's Shigiri Shigima, the mysterious Silent Assassin, are the two power-raging beast-like captains. Moreover, OG 13 got a stern, no-nonsense captain, Jinruko Aizuhara, who is the original baddie that leads the 3rd Division. A master swordsman defends his home, Soul Society, with honor under Quincy's invasion. Moving on to the 5th Division's captain, Denjiro Obana, a true force to be reckoned with, who left nothing but a trail of chaos in his wake. Among his unmatched swordsmanship and deadly accuracy, he was a true asset to the Soul Society in kicking butts of the enemies. Next is the 6th Division's mysterious captain with a unique deadly style, Saito Furofushi, who got the knack to take down multiple opponents in the blink of an eye. With her past secrets unknown to this day, she is a guardian, a force to be feared. Further on, Nobutsuna Shigayo, leading the 7th Division captain, is a shadow-looking menace with powerful Ryatsu along with his precise and swift swordsmanship. With his past unknown, his strength and courage have a great remembrance that comes in handy for the Soul Society. Next is the 8th Division's captain, Batsu Unsai Katori, the spear-wielding legendary warrior with her Najinata. Once a fearsome fighter who took down Quincy soldiers with ease. Then, the 9th Division's captain, iron-fisted fighter Inatsu Kamui, was a natural brute force in OG-13 with enormous powers to crush enemies into crumbs with a single blow. His kanabo, a weapon of chaos, helped him wipe the floor clean, if you know what I mean. Leading to the 10th Division's captain, Furuoki Odagawa. With enough of her in secrecy, she is still a skilled swordsman with high precision who is capable of unleashing hell onto her enemies. Among them, we had our kind and caring 11th Division captain, Yachiru Unohana, the gentle healer and the first Genpachi, responsible for healing the wounded. Her gentle touch of healing abilities was unmatchable, but her monstrous powers and her thirst for battle are something very few know about. Moreover, we got the mighty brute of OG-13, the 12th Division captain, Yuhin Zenoji, who is a hulking giant with super strength that squashes the enemies like pancakes with his bare hands. Last but not least, the 13th Division captain, Saizo Sakahoni. Packing such peak-level mystery about her past and abilities makes her a formidable warrior. Given their history as ruthless killers, the fanbase is wondering if their roles would flip upside down in Hell's Arc, perhaps leading to a showdown between the old and new generations of Shinigamis. However, many bet that they could be a resourceful mentor to the current OG-13, but all in all, they are super excited to see the potential return of OG-13 if Kobo-sensei wills. Not sure what Kobo got in store for OG-13. The fans are hoping for the best. Outro. To point out Kaiuzi's statement, "Don't worry, everyone will be here," could quite be a reference to the return of these powerful, menacing figures from the past, such as OG-13, Ukiura Cypher, and others. Or like a general reunion of the Soul Society, who would face a much bigger threat. Hold on tight because only time will tell what the future holds for the Soul Society and Bleach World in the upcoming Hell's Arc. One thing is for sure, the Hell's Arc is going to be epic with crazy battles, mind-boggling twists, and heart-warming moments.